What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and we are Black Board Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
Today, we're going to take a little trip down to the islands.
Why are you talking like that?
Because we're going down to the islands.
Listen, it's hot enough.
What? I'm trying to set the theme of the game.
It's hot enough to put us in the right
They
frame.
don't know it's hot.
Everybody, it's hot.
Okay. The game that we're talking about today is a game called Juicy Fruits.
Juicy Fruits was designed by Christian Stohr and published by Capstone Games.
Let's go to the table for an overview of how this game is played. Juicy Fruits is an economic grid movement game for 1 to 4 players, where the players are making a living growing and selling fruit on their small island paradise. To set up the game, we would take this scoreboard and place it in the middle of the play area with the basic side up. Then we'd take this business board and put it right next to that board. Then we would take all the wooden fruit tokens that we use in the game and place it in a general supply in reach of all players. So over here you got your bananas, you got your pomegranate, you got oranges, you got mangosteens. I keep wanting to call those plums, but they're mangosteen. And those are limes over there. Then we would take these large venue tiles, there's 6 of those, and we would place them to the right of the business board. Then we would take the 24 business tokens that come in the game, and then after giving them a good shuffle, randomly place business tokens onto the board based on the number of players. So we're setting up for a 2-player game, so we will fill these 2 columns up with business tokens. So there will be 10 of them in this game. If we were setting up for a 3-player game, we would fill up this column. If we were setting up for a 4-player game, fill that column also. Then we would take the 13 ice cream cone tokens and separate them based on color and then place them in their designated spots at the bottom of the business board. We would take these 4 shake tokens and place them in their designated spot. And the last thing we would do is we would take this license marker and place it on the board based on the number of players, and that would tell you how many rounds we're going to go. So right here, we will put it where it says 7. Now I'm going to explain how this business board works later on in the walkthrough. Each player is going to get their own player board, and then they're going to get a postcard in their chosen player color. So I'm playing as Lagoon Island. And we'll take our postcard and place it next to our player board. So we also got Golden Island, Sunset Island, and Sandy Island. But I'm going with Lagoon Island. We would take our score marker of our chosen color, place it on the scoreboard in the 0 spot, and then we will grab our collector tiles in our chosen color and we will place them randomly face down on the pond areas of our board. And then we will flip them over, revealing the fruit that they represent. The next thing we would do, so there are 2 bags that come with the game. One is filled with 25 boats with green color backs. The other one is filled with 25 boats with orange backs. We're gonna just choose one of those bags and draw 6 boats. So I got the orange back. So we're gonna start placing these boats where the buoy is, if you can see that okay. So we're gonna draw 5 more boats and place it where the buoy is, like I got that, so match up with the beach. And then we're gonna take the other bag and fill out the empty spots around the island. Once all the players have placed 12 ships around their island board, then the person who last ate a piece of fruit will be chosen as the first player, and then play can begin. So on a player's turn, they can do 2 actions. The first action being they can move one of their collector tokens and produce fruit based on the number of spaces they move, or they can move a mobile business token on their board and do a special action. We don't have any business tokens yet. As a second action, we can supply one of these ships or get one of those business tokens and move it to our island, or do nothing. So let's say for my first turn, I decide I want to move this line one space, which allows me to produce one line, and I place it in my play area. And then I do nothing because all I got is one line, you know. And then second action, I decide to move this pomegranate over, and that will produce me one pomegranate. But I have enough to take my second action, and I would turn this line and this pomegranate back to the supply to supply this ship. As you see, it needed a lime and a pomegranate. I would take this off the board, place it in my play area, and then immediately gain the number of points on that ship. So that's going to give me 1 point. I move my score marker on the board one space. But now I got this open space here. So let's say on my next turn, I decide to move this pomegranate token. 1, 2, 3. You guessed right. I collect 3 pomegranates. Place it in my play area. Next turn, I decide to move this banana over. 1, 2. So I get 2 banana. And then as my second action, I decide to supply this ship right over here. I return these 2 bananas and these 2 pomegranates to the supply, and I supply this ship. And that's going to give me 4 points immediately. And I just move that off to the side. So as you can see, supplying ships and moving them off your board gives you more spaces to move. So next, I can move this over and get 3 bananas. So like I said, as a second action, you can either supply one of the ships on your island, which will free up more space so you can produce more fruit, or you can claim a business tile. So how do you claim a business tile? So to the left of the board, you got these 5 people who, for the price of the pictured fruit, you can claim one of these business tokens. So let's say I go up to her and I turn in this lime and a banana, that's what's pictured up there, and I can claim one of these business tokens and place it on my island. Now, let's go over what some of these business tokens do. So let's say I did that and claimed this one. This is an ice cream cart. So this is one of those mobile tiles that we talked about as a first action. You can either move your collector tile or move one of these mobile tiles. So what this does is this allows you to make ice cream in that color. So this is blue, there's a yellow there, there's a green there. So the ice cream carts can either make the ice cream of that color or they can make shakes. So if I wanted for every space, if I, on my first action, I decide to move this one space, then I would turn in the pictured cost of the fruit. So that's one of each. And I would claim this ice cream cone. And that would give me 16 points right away. If I had enough resources and was able to move this twice, then I would claim 2 of those. So that's 32 points. Each of those are 16 points. To make a shake, I would turn in a pair of any fruit. So if I turn in 2 oranges or 2 limes, I would get one of these shakes. And these shakes are worth 3 points. Now also notice that at the bottom of this has this knife and fork symbol. So why is that important? So let's say on a later turn, I go decide to see this guy. I pay him an orange and 2 pomegranate. Now, I forgot to mention, when you do this action, you get those points. So he would give me 2 points, 1 point, all the way down to 5 points. I could get this, place it on my island, and this is an in-game thing. So for every top business tile that has that symbol, will get me 4 points. So if I had that ice cream cart, that would give me 4 points at the end of the game. Another mobile business tile is this one. This is just a basket of the fruit, orange and pomegranate. So as a first action, instead of moving one of my collector tokens, I can move this and I would gain either of those fruit or all of it. And then I would get +1. So if I move this 2 spaces, I could get 3 oranges or 3 pomegranate or a mixture, but up to 3. And notice that this one also has that symbol. So if I had that this tile on my island, that would give me another 4 points. Let's go up to here. This one. Now, if I do this, if I decide to get this business token, then what I would do is remove this from the game and then find a venue tile that matches that. So this one. And then, so now I got an animal house. I will place this on my island board, and this will score me 15 points. Thing is, you got to make sure you got an open area, because you can't put this on top of other tiles. And remember, this is going to block off stuff, so you can't like gain as much fruit as you would. If I got this one, this will just score me 4 points right away. But then there's these stars on here, as well as the stars on the large venue. And why is that important? Because if I get this one and place it on my island, this is an end game, and I will get 1 point for every star. So if you saw, that one had 3 stars, that one had 2 stars, so this one gave me 5 extra points at the end of the game. And I'm pretty sure that's all the business tokens. Now, also, whenever you claim a business token, this moves down, the license marker. So whenever this comes down to here, the game will end. So once everybody has had the equal amount of turns, then we will tally up our points on the scoreboard, and whoever has the most points will be the winner of Juicy Fruits.
So we are in the dog days of summer. One of my favorite things about summer, though, is the wide variety of fresh fruit that is available.
Yeah, she really loves her fruit.
Yes, I do.
Me, not so much. But so when I heard about this game coming out, and I saw the box cover and I heard what it's about, selling it, going around growing fruit and selling fruit, I was like, she might really like this game. I think this theme is attractive to her. So, going forward, what did you think about the theme of this game?
When I heard the name Juicy Fruits, you had me at hello.
You know, the funny part, when my guide told me the name Juicy Fruits, I thought it had something to do with gum.
I mean, I did. You know, when you said Juicy Fruits at first, that's the first picture that popped in my head.
The gum.
But
yeah.
when I saw that it was about fruit, I was like, oh yes, let's find out how this works.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like really strong in it. You know, it's abstract. We're just moving stuff around, but I think the theme, is just colorful, it's attractive, it just brings you into the island fair.
I think there's enough components to make you stretch your little imagination.
Yeah, you stretch it a little bit. I get that.
Yes.
All right, so what did you think about the components?
I love those fruit tokens.
Yeah, the fruit tokens are really nice and chunky.
They are, and they're colorful. The thing that cracked me up when you were teaching me how to play the game, you kept calling the purple things plums, and I looked and I was like, those don't look like plums to me. So I had to look it up, and they are called mangosteens.
They purple. They look like plums.
They're too big to be plums.
All the fruit in the game is big.
Proportionally, they're too big to be plums. They're mangosteens.
I mean, mangoes, when I think of mangoes, I think orange. They're the color orange,
They're two different fruits.
All right. I mean, you the fruit expert. I guess you went to look it up. So I had to go on your word. I ain't never seen a mangosteen before, so I'm just going to go on your word. All right? So anything else you can say about the components?
I like the board. I like the layout. I like the I love the components. I like the tiles. I like the sturdiness of them, and I really like so yeah, I like the components.
What are you about to say?
Ask me the next question and I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what did you think about the art?
So, of course, the art is very colorful. is very appealing. It's charming,
Yeah, the art's nice.
and those postcards. Oh my goodness. That art on those postcards makes me want to hop on a plane.
Yeah, I do like the art on the postcard.
Yes.
They are I just like just colorful. It makes me want to go to that place.
Yes, it evokes that whole island vibe.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So, what do you think about the mechanics?
So I like the mechanics. I like the grid movement, and I really like the resource management.
No, it's I don't know if it's resource management. I think it's more like economic. You using the fruit as your currency. Because the guys that will sell you the businesses, they ain't taking money. You going over there and you saying, "Hey, I give you 3 oranges and 2 of these mangosteens. Mangosteens. I can give you these 2 mangosteens, and I get an ice cream cart."
Okay, well, you know what? I can agree with that.
It's currency. So I think it's more economic.
Well, I'm going to agree with you.
Okay. So, what do you think about the teach?
So, I think the game is relatively easy to teach.
Mm-hmm.
However, I wouldn't say it's gateway. I think it's a little bit above gateway because I think you need to be familiar with some of the mechanics of the more, this new genre of tabletop games.
I mean, yeah, I don't think this wouldn't be the first game I would introduce to somebody.
Exactly.
But it'll probably be the 4th or 5th. Because like I said, the theme is refreshing.
The theme is, but I think if you are just, I'm not knocking them, but if you're just used to the more conventional games, the mechanics are going to be a little bit more unfamiliar. So this isn't a game that if I was trying to expand someone's horizons, this wouldn't be the very first game I threw at them.
Yeah, I got you. But I mean, it's relatively easy.
It is
though.
relatively easy.
Now there is a variant. We played on the basic side of the scoreboard. On the other side, they got the Juice Factory.
Yes.
We haven't played that one yet, and we played this game 4 times now.
Yes.
And they got the Juice Factory, so I'm interested in seeing what the Juice Factory adds to this game.
Yeah.
But like I said, we played this game a few times, and I think we won like even Steven or whatever. So I really like this game.
I enjoyed this game a lot too.
Yeah, so that's our overall. Overall, what did you think about Juicy Fruit?
So, I love Juicy Fruit for a couple of reasons. It's really it's appealing to the eye. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's bright, it's pretty, it's colorful.
Yeah.
It's easy game to learn.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of complexity, and what I really like is there's more than one way to win.
Yeah, I mean, I discovered that, like, we found out that the ice cream cart, at the few plays, I thought the ice cream cart was a little overpowered. But then I ended up winning the game and not even using the ice cream cart.
Yes, I think that if you really think well and you're strategic, there's more than one way to win this game. And I always like games where there are a variety of ways to win.
Yeah, but like overall, I really do enjoy playing this game with you. It's just
really
a
like
nice,
this game.
refreshing escape to the islands,
Yes.
to get mangosteens.
You know what? I'm gonna have to hunt down some mangosteens.
No. I'm good. I am good. If you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And like I said, Juicy Fruits, it's a keeper for us. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
We are Blackboard Gaming.
And we will see you next time.